UFC Vegas 112 just went down, the last event ever on ESPN. That's right, we're finally there, finally at the end of ESPN. ESPN Plus, if you're in America, you've been dealing for this BS for so long. Far too long if you had my opinion. But we're going to move right through the card. We're going to get right after it. Get started fast and quick, as we always do with the Meme Cap Recap. Taking a look at the funniest images across the UFC Instagram and Twitterverse to see what exactly went down tonight on this spectacular card, full of some fun moments, full of a couple of lackluster fights as well. But we'll get into it right stinking now. Right here we, of course, have Royval and Kape. Kape gets the big finish in the main event, and of course the co-main event, Kevin Vallejos, he shows up and shows out as well. We've got a couple of the fights here listed for you. Just some names, not the images yet. We're going to get there in just a second, but I'm just scrolling through the card to give you a little bit of a placeholder. And we got to start here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Laura Sanko, the babe, the dame, the woman herself. Beautiful as always. I mean, she's got this whole investigator look. She's got the suit. Usually I'm not a fan of the ladies in the suits, but this one looked pretty damn fine on her. Anyway, we get on to another ladies event, and that, of course, was Teresa Bleda getting the absolute shit beat out of her by Jamie Lynn Horth. She had to get carried out of the cage. Her knee was all busted up. Jamie Lynn Horth came in, took care of business. Good for her. I didn't watch this one because, well, it is the ladies. It is the women's MMA, and sometimes not always the most fun to watch, as we'll get to in just a moment, because we got a lot to talk about in that next women's fight. But before we get there, my word, what in the world happened to Alan Fry Jr.? Look at this guy's face. Completely dismantled this guy's face. Changed his face, as Habib would say. I mean, what the heck? Guilherme Pat, he put a beat down in the heavyweight fight. Yeah, these two guys are heavyweights. Look at the state of these guys. They're not fat slobs. You know what? Was it the most exciting fight? No, it wasn't. But, that's what I like to see. Two guys that aren't just fat slobs getting in there at heavyweight. I can't complain too much, can I? I mean, what a beatdown. Guilherme Pat went in there, did the deed, but this is all we need to talk about tonight. Let's just relish in this moment. The fight was freaking terrible, but Luana Santos, come on, boys. Come on. If you don't enjoy it, I don't know. I guess that's not your cup of tea, but what I do enjoy and what I do like to see is the aura farming by this man. You may not know who this is, but you should now. Stephen freaking Asplund. This guy weighs 200 and... what? No. He used to weigh 525 pounds. Now he weighs 252 pounds. Look at this monster. Put on an absolute show for us against Sean Sharaf. This guy went in there, took care of business. Looked like the clean, crisp, slick boxer that you've seen at lightweight, featherweight, bantamweight. No, this guy's a heavyweight doing it at heavyweight. Former 500-plus pound man right here. Being a slickster, being a fun fighter, being an epic all-out brawler, putting a beat down on his opponent. Yeah, that's right. Stephen Asplund, the GOAT, the greatest heavyweight or ultra heavyweight. I mean, what do we even call a 500-pound man? An ultra heavyweight? I think so. The aura farming going on this image right here sells the entire story, tells you what you need to know about this guy going forward. Stephen Concrete Asplund gets it done. Wow, well done there. And we continue moving along with another damn finish. Neil Magny was on this card, but you might not know it by the headlines. Yaroslav Amosov submitted him in the first round easily. Former Bellator champion, former PFL fighter. This guy went in there, took care of business easy, got it done. The Ukrainian now 29-1, his record in MMA. My word, this guy went in there, took care of business. Not many guys can finish and submit Neil Magny in the first round. He just did it, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for Yaroslav Amosov on the come up. Not too many memes. I mean, this was just all business. No joking around. All business. But thank you and shout out to Ukraine over there. Anyway, Brito. I mean, Joe Anderson Brito, the freak, the monster, the crazy fighter, the all-out, all-energy fighter that is Joe Anderson Brito, was essentially turned into Marab here. Essentially turned into a Mario Bautista nut-riding sesh here against Isaac Thompson. Isaac Thompson, just 2 days' notice, takes this fight in place of Melsik Bagdasaryan. He does really, really damn good. It was pretty competitive, pretty crazy, pretty fun fight. And Joe Anderson Brito had to resort to the wrestling, had to resort to being a boring fighter to get the win. Whoa, who would have thought that? Isaac Thompson, everybody was saying, oh, this guy's going to get run over. Oh, he's not this, he's not that. His record stinks. He's fought. No. Isaac Thompson is legit. If you watched his last fight over in the LFA, you know what you were expecting here. We know, the hardcores know, the people who are in the know knew about Isaac Thompson. He took care of business, didn't get the win here, but that first round, pretty impressive. Round 3, also pretty competitive. And they were back and forth in the scrambles, in the grappling. It was great. It was fun to watch. What a fight. Shout out to Isaac Thompson stepping up on short notice to get this one. Not finished on his end, but he did the job. He proved that he's a UFC caliber opponent. Joe Anderson Brito, no slouch, and Isaac Thompson hung in there tough with him. Usually guys get finished when they take on Joe Anderson Brito, but not Isaac Thompson, not the Australian, not tonight. But I mean, Bobby freaking Green, he pulled on a performance of a lifetime. I mean, hood style came to play into effect here against Lance Gibson. Lance Gibson, this guy's a great fighter, all-around fighter from Bellator. He had nothing for Bobby Green. Bobby Green in that hood style, I mean, he just was thugging along the entire damn time. Fantastic to see. I mean, at what, 40, 50, 60 years old, Bobby Green's going to win a fight against anybody you lay in front of him. I mean, if you got that hood style, I mean, you're going to knock out and finish everybody. He didn't get the knockout tonight. I mean, he wasn't really going for it. He was playing around a little too much for my liking. But Bobby freaking Green, the hood style, wins the day once again. Look at him there. I mean, he's stunting and styling all over Lance Gibson Jr. tonight. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, Marcus Buchecha, Marcus Almeida, we're no longer calling you the Panther. We are no longer calling you Buchecha. You are Marcus Almeida. Once again, I mean, what was this? It was a draw, the eye poke, the point being taken, Kennedy and Nzechukwu. Finally, a referee actually does something in this fight, and it results in a draw. One of the worst fights you'll ever see. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was a heavyweight slop fest. There's not much else to see. I mean, it was just guard pulling and this and that, and Kennedy getting tired, and not worth the rewatch. Anyway, yeah, these sloppy heavyweights doing it like they always do. My gosh, we can't always have an Asplund. We can't always get Steven Asplund in there. I mean, come on, this is the guy we want to see going forward. Forget all these other heavyweights. This is the contender we want to see. The big sloppy tits. This guy got him right here. We like to see that. Anyway, the Dalmatian Melzikiel Costa, Melchiziel, however you pronounce it, I don't really care. This guy's a fantastic fighter. He's been on the come up this year, taking fights after fight after fight after fight. This one, he goes in there and takes care of business. First round, knockout, head kick, knockout. What the heck? Where was this coming from? The submission grappler. This guy gets a head kick finish over the Pirate, puts him out on the floor. Look at him. He doesn't even know where he's at. Anyway, Costa, shout out to you, my friend. Hope you get the bonus. You deserve the bonus. You better get the bonus. Uncle Dana, open up the purse, dump it on the table for Costa. Gets a first round finish just barely a minute into the damn fight. This is how we do it. This is how we shut down boring French fighters. Charrier went down. I mean, he's a tough out. He's a good fighter, but Costa cleaned him right the fuck up. Shout out to Melchiziel Costa. Melky Costa getting it done. And then we go on to another boring fight. Oleg Sajek, the brother, not Mikhail, but Caesar, I don't know what the hell. He didn't earn that name of Caesar. No way, Jose. He took out Almeida. 15 minutes, snooze fest. There's nothing to say here. Nothing to talk about. He wrestled him for 15 minutes. Didn't do any freaking damage. Barely at all. Boring performances. The Battle of the Caesars, in fact, did not play out the way we thought it would. Pretty boring. Pretty lackluster. But you know what? We had two fantastic finishes to close out the night. That's right. Kevin Vallejos took out Giga Chikadze. I can't even say his name right because he doesn't even matter. The story is Kevin Vallejos. We thought it was going to be some kind of a finish potentially for Kevin here. But 24 years old, coming into the UFC like this against a veteran like Giga Chikadze to finish him just like that so disrespectfully. Oh. It almost kills me to watch knockouts like that. Oh my goodness, that was so fantastic. Can you guys believe that this guy basically got a spinning back fist knockout over a fantastic striker like Giga Chikadze? A top-ranked fighter like Giga Chikadze, spinning back fist knockout, boom, he's done, it's over like that. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, what are we witnessing here? Only 24 years old. This guy dispatched of Giga Chikadze, one of the best strikers at featherweight. Is he getting a little old? Yes, maybe so. But to do that, to have the patience, to have the wherewithal, to have the grit to hang in there against some of those tough kicks, took a couple of giga kicks right to the dome, and kept moving forward. Gets it done, barely does anything offensively, but when that shit went down, and Giga Chikadze falls to the canvas. My word, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Vallejos, we got something to watch out here. And speaking of watching out, my goodness, Brandon Royval was not ready for that massive right hand that came straight from the ground. I mean, he lifted this thing up from the hip, followed all the way through Brandon Royval's face and put him through the canvas. One shot, one hit, one KO blow. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Manel Kape, the slick, clean, fast striker at flyweight, took out Brandon Royval, the Mexican chin, mind you. The chin of Brandon Royval is nearly uncrackable, and Manel Kape put him down with one shot and a single follow-up to close out the show tonight. I mean, ESPN is done. UFC for the year is done. 2025 is nearly done, and Manel Kape closed the show on Brandon Royval. He is done. Manel Kape sends a message to Van, the champ. I mean, come on, is he really a champ? No, but the story tonight is Manel Kape. He earned himself a title shot, in my opinion. Brandon Royval, one of the best in the flyweight division, is having tooth and nail battles with each and every top contender. This guy is one of the best of the best. And to put him away in the first round like that, the way that Manel Kape did, oh my, there is nothing else I can say. There is nothing more I can say. The energy is dying because I got nothing else to say. I got nothing else to prove to you other than this. This guy, one shot, KO, out. Brandon Royval, one of the top guys. Manel Kape deserves a title shot when it comes. Shouldn't be against Van, should be against Pantoja. Pantoja likely going to be Van. Let's be honest here. I like Van, but we got to run that one back quick because Manel Kape is coming for the title, coming for that rematch against Pantoja. Maybe it'll be Tyra, maybe it'll be Van, who knows, doesn't matter. But tonight, the ESPN era comes to a close. The UFC for 2025. Christmas time is nearly here. It comes to a close. We got 6 weeks, 6 long weeks of no fights from the UFC, but we got lots of other regional promotions. We got lots of other big promotions over in Europe. We got one championship. We got all kinds of stuff coming down the pipe this week. Stay tuned. We'll be right here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Get this thing going. Get this thing rolling because the UFC's taking a break, but we are not. Again, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.